Hey, thanks for tuning in. Julian Lemon here to share a quick drink of lemonade at the Lemonade Cafe. Most people call me Julie. I'm a licensed mental health counselor and have been in private practice for nearly a decade. I'm almost finished with my PhD in marriage and family therapy, and all that is left is a dissertation. But that shouldn't be a big deal, right? For the past couple of years that I have been back in school, I have learned so much about being healthy and how our brains contribute to our healthiness. So I thought I would start a public account and share some inspiration, education, and hopefully some motivation while we are enduring this great challenge as a community. And by community, I mean the community of the world. For those of you who are currently or have seen me in a therapeutic setting, please know that your confidentiality may be compromised if you choose to follow me or comment on anything I may post. Therefore, please take this into consideration. Know that I will never share any confidential information or solicit information, and this is not intended to replace therapeutic sessions. My hope is that this video blog is an invitation to all people that want a space to be encouraged, feel a sense of belonging, and become educated on greater health and well-being. Mother Teresa said, "If we don't have peace, we have forgotten that we belong to each other." This situation with COVID-19 gives clear evidence of our universal connection, and this blog is intended to be a space where everybody belongs. I want you here, and I care about you. All are welcome regardless of age, race, gender, sexual orientation, or religion. Did I miss anyone? Oh, and if you're furry and of the four-legged kind, you're welcome here too. You belong as well because you help many people not feel quite so isolated. According to research, social isolation is as much of a predictor of disease and death as traditional risk factors such as obesity and smoking, and it is directly linked to heart disease. And that's why I'm doing this. I don't want anyone to feel alone right now or ever. So I'll be reaching out regularly to touch base on health topics such as mindfulness, spirituality, compassion for self and others, training our brains, and the 7 F's of faith, family, forgiveness, fitness, food, finances, and fun. The lesson I would like to impart today is that healthy trumps happy. The message we are fed and led to believe by our culture is that we should be happy. My belief system tells me that if we seek healthy, happiness will follow. But just seeking happiness can cause us to turn to unhealthy choices in order to feel better, such as overeating, drinking too much, sleeping too much, and overspending. During this challenging and unusual time in history in which we find ourselves, we have the opportunity to seek health in ways we never have before. We have space and time to ask ourselves what we need to be healthy and what changes we can make. A key point I want to make today is that healthy sometimes means feeling sadness. In fact, feeling sadness is to be expected right now, and feeling happy can seem insensitive to the suffering and hardships that are occurring. So I'm going to encourage 3 ways of responding. Number 1, time limit your sadness. If you're feeling sad and want to have a good cry, like I do on occasion, then allow yourself to do that. But afterward, look yourself in the mirror and, like Jessica, who was a YouTube sensation a decade ago, say, "I like my hair, I like my pajamas, I can do anything good." If you haven't seen it, look up Jessica's daily affirmation. Hopefully you are able to feel gratitude for something in your life and compassion for yourself and others. Number 2, don't identify with the sadness. Instead of saying, "I'm depressed," say, "I'm feeling some sadness today." That way those feelings don't become who you are, but instead a temporary state that you have some control over and the power to change. Lastly, ask yourself the question of what choices do I need to be making in order to seek greater health? And I ask that you write down your answer to this because research says you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down. For me, during this unprecedented time, I hope to maintain a healthy routine of exercise, meditation, sleep, somewhat decent eating habits, being grateful, and I want to be intentional about connecting to the people I care about, which is basically everybody. And that's why I'm here. Before all of this physical distancing began, I was working out next to my 27-year-old son at Orange Theory. And at the end of a difficult run block, I looked at him and he said with labored breathing, "That wasn't fun." I was exhausted too, but the mother and mental health professional in me couldn't help but respond, "Being healthy isn't always fun, buddy." And that's the message for today. Healthy trumps happy. But don't be discouraged. The harder we work at being healthy, the happier we're going to be. I want to thank you for stopping by for a cool drink at the Lemonade Cafe, where there will always be room for you to sit down and share in a thirst-quenching message. I'm sending all of you virtual hugs and vibes of love and healthiness. If you have thoughts you'd like to share or ideas for future content you'd like to see, please shoot me some feedback. I'll be in touch soon to walk you through some relaxation exercises and positive intention setting. Stay sweet and refreshing, my friends. Until next time.